God Wants You to Be an Atheist by Milrown Shaw. Free audiobook read by M. Gilroy Sinclair. Available in 12 weekly chapters. The complete free audio text. Physical version available worldwide from Amazon. Why not have a copy of this available to hand to any religious callers who come to your door? Guaranteed to make them never come back again. Also, an ideal Christmas present for any religious relatives. Foreword. Obviously, the title of this book should not make sense. If there is a God, then they, would like you to believe in them. But let me explain. It is possible that God would quite like it if you stopped believing in them completely, and it is profoundly logical that this was their plan all along. There is a logic to this, trust me, and once you know it, it will change the way you see the world. Chapter 1. Are you already an atheist? There are several types of atheists, in the same way that there are many different types of Christian groups. In most of the world, religions have a unifying or core idea, one true God, or Jesus was the Son of God, and was also in human form, etc. But beyond this, there are several concepts that differentiate and produce a set of subgroups. This may all sound a bit complex, but it all means that if there was a diagram that had Christians as one big circle, there would be smaller circles inside that big circle saying things like Protestant or Catholic or Third-day Adventist, and so on. Now, between these subgroups, there are things that set them apart from each other. For example, some would say we believe that the Eucharist, the bread and wine, is literally the flesh of Christ, while others believe that it is simply that these same foods are nothing but a symbol that is used as part of a religious ceremony. Similarly, there would be another subset or groups that do not allow divorce, others that have female preachers, while others expect their male religious leaders to abstain from any sexual contact at all. The list is huge. To a non-believer, these subtypes will all look the same, and the differences are only truly apparent when viewed from the inside. More about this later. And being an atheist is the same. There are some atheists who believe in an all-powerful spirituality that is based in nature, or they just don't believe in a Christian or other main religion God. But these people do believe in something out there, something large that binds the universe together. Some Christian groups see these people as atheists because they don't believe in a Christian God, whereas these people think of themselves that they are just as spiritual and as equally, if not more, moral than any follower of a religion. This type can also be found in the more afterlife-based religions/faiths, such as spiritualism, while there is another type of atheist who does not believe in a God or spirituality of any sort, and it is this type that we'll be focusing on in this book. This group sees the world as part of nature, where a planet as wonderful and as diverse as the one we live on does not need a God of any sort, not a creator or moral arbiter. To those who believe in a specific God, everyone who doesn't believe in their certain flavour of deity is an atheist, and therefore will be denied a place in their own very exclusive afterlife. More about these people later. However, if you are already an atheist, well done. No, seriously, well done. It can be hard being an atheist. I bet no one has ever said that to you before, so I will say it directly to you again. Well done for being an atheist. There is an exceptionally good chance that you were brought up in a family or society with a dominant religion, and you arrived at your decision to give up on your God or religion through a lot of hard thinking and careful consideration of the evidence around you. You probably believe in facts and science, and even the theory of evolution, as well as the hard evidence provided by geology. You may have had some sort of life experience that showed you that the faith your parents gave you was lacking, and this took it away. There could have been the death of a loved one, or even the knowledge that a world where a god of any sort, which allowed child cancer to exist, is simply not worthy of the sort of worship that churches seem to demand. It could be something as simple as finding yourself going down a logical rabbit hole and asking yourself if the Egyptian and Greek gods of the past were all just seen as myths at this point in history, will our religions be seen the same in the future? You may be gay, or somewhere else on the huge multicoloured spectrum of love, a love that was previously illegal but society has now embraced. And yet the church of your childhood refuses to acknowledge the love you have for other human beings. So you have abandoned your faith, as your very existence is against the ancient and unbending rules. You may, and this is the rarest type, have read the actual holy books, written exclusively by men in the past, and thought to yourself, hang on, this can't be right. I thought that the prime messages of my faith is love, but the messages here has all sorts of rules I don't agree with, or just make no sense. And then there is the final type of atheist people, who think this just isn't for me. These thoughts and conclusions can take a lifetime to arrive at, but these thoughts do come to most people. However, this book isn't about these people. This is about how God really wants you to give up on them, for a reason, and that reason makes a lot of sense. Trust me, once you realise that this is what God wants, it will change your whole life forever.